Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we'll continue building financial model for a real estate acquisition project. So we assume that we are going to buy a house or an apartment, and we're gonna have tenants that will be paying us the rent, and this will be our income. So this video, so we started in this financial model with specifying the timeline of our project. Then we proceeded with specifying the price of the house we're buying or an apartment we're buying. Then we specify the down payment for the amount of money that we paid to the project. Then we specify the loan term. Then we go to interest rate for the loan. If we do have any principal payments grace period or interest payments grace periods, we can put it here. So here we specify months. This is percentage. These are months. Then we specify our revenue monthly, rent payment that our tenants will pay us. Then we specify when the deal takes place, when we sign when we buy it actually, year and month. So we can change the date, the month, and the project will automatically displace to the left, to the right inside the timeline. Then we assume that we will have some time to the first deal, so we won't be able to get revenue from the first month when we purchase a house or an apartment. Let's say we have 4 months. So by the way, so all blues are the inputs, so this is the rule in our model, and we can play with these inputs the way we want. So here we specify the amount of months till the first revenue occurs. Then we specify the leasing contract period. So this is the period when one tenant will live in our apartment or in our house, it doesn't matter. Then we assume that after this period the tenant will quit and we will need some time to find another one. So this will be there will be some period where we will have no income from the rent, and here we specify this cycle. Then we inflate the rent price. So this is the years of our horizon, and each year we have some growth of rent price compared to the previous year. Here we can specify it. Then we move to operating costs. So here are the operating cost items. They may have some seasonality. This seasonality is stated here. So we are looking at the typical year, allocating the operating costs inside this typical year. Then we specify when we start paying these operating costs. So we're assuming that we bought the house, and after 2 months from the moment that we bought, we'd start paying the operating costs. So for example, we can't start paying operating costs after the tenant has moved in. So we are paying operating expenses at the moment when the first tenant moves in or earlier. So that's why if this number is bigger than time to the first deal, this means that we will have here a mistake, or if it is less, then it's okay. Then for all these operating expenses, we have their own steps of inflation, and here we specify these inflation rates. So this is the operating cost item here on the top, and this is how it inflates through the time horizon in our financial model. So these are the years, and this is the inflation percentages, and this is the inflation coefficient which goes directly to the financial model for each operating cost. We have its own inflation coefficients. Here they are. And today we will add a new block, that the new block of costs. So for example, before we buy a house or apartment, we may have some expenses that will be devoted to this deal, and we need to calculate all these expenses and put them inside the project. And all these, let's say, investment plan should be automatically linked to the moment when the deal occurs. So before this moment, we do have some expenses that we have to sum up and put it into the calculation of simple, discounted payback period, internal rate of return, and so on. So first of all, let's say this period before the deal occurs, and let's call this period, for example, acquisition initial acquisition costs. And first of all, let's create 4 months of this period. Here will be the deal. Let's color it, for example, with green. And this deal, let's say so, initial acquisition costs, name. So this will be the name of block of input. So our deal occurs in 2023 June. Let's change a little bit the format of these cells. So first of all, I need to calculate the number of months for June to create the months backwards. What I will do now, I have months here. I will assign them numbers inside the typical year. By the way, at the end screen of this video, I'll be giving all the links. I will be giving the link to the playlist where all these videos will be located. How I'm creating this financial model from scratch, and when the whole model will be ready, in the description of this video, you will also be able to see the links on all videos that are devoted to creation of this specific financial model. So like, share, subscribe. You can order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. So now let's use VLOOKUPs. VLOOKUP will be searching this value in this table. We will need the second column and we will need exact match. So June is the 6th month inside the typical year. Then what I'm doing now, so I'm writing a very simple formula. So if this one equals to if this one equals to 1, then this is this will be this one, this will be then we'll put 12, otherwise this one minus 1. So for example, if we start the project in February 24, so by the way, we can see how easily our project can be displaced. So the revenue automatically displaced, all operating expense
are displaced. So this is the February 2024. This will be January, then December, and now we can assign here months. I will be adding just these values here. Then I will be using VLOOKUPs. So we'll be searching for this value in this table. I will need the second column, exact match, but this time I will be freezing time. We will freeze this table. Now we can see how the names of months will appear. Now we will do some formulas for years. So if the value here equals to 1, so the new year will start, we will take this value minus 1, otherwise we will be just taking the previous value itself. Now let's press enter. So here is the deal moment. So this will be the timeline. And here we will put acquisition cost name. He will place different costs that we had prior to the deal. So these will be the inputs. This is also will be the inputs. So this area will be for the inputs.
So for example, we spend $200 here, $500 here, and so on. So here we spend $30. Then we, for example, spend $450 monthly, and we think all these expenses will go to this deal. So we can create any expenses algorithms for this block of inputs. So if we, for example, want to displace the project, so for example to the June of 2023, you can see how the revenue displaced 23. All this timeline has been displaced, and now it's time to put all these expenses inside the timeline. So this will be the topic of our next video. I will be putting the end screen of this video. I will be putting the link to the playlist where all tutorials will be placed devoted to acquisition, real estate acquisition financial model. Also, when we finish this financial model, in the description of this video I will be giving all the links on the process of creation. I hope you will find this information valuable. You may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can also order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. So see you guys in next videos. Thank you and bye.